up, looking for the broccoli. I keep on, got no ties. I walked in, walked out with the size. Man, don't let me know what the plan.
Game long. I need everybody in this building to be loud, wear the shirts, and let's bring this one home.
Oh, say, can you wait?
The injured Gordon. Both Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. Shot clock down to 7 on the opening possession. Randall is doubled, forcing him to give it up. Timer down to 3. Conley to Shannon. And an air ball, 24. We welcome those of you listening to the Dave Pash, Doris Burke, and George Sedano here in Minnesota for Game 6. The Wolves trying to close out Denver. The Nuggets trying to force a Game 7, which would be... He's out tonight. Kyle Anderson, who would have been part of the rotation as a backup ball handler, he's out as well. No Aaron Gordon for Denver, but they do have Murray and Jokic. Jokic got the first points of the game on the last possession for Denver. Now Jokic driving on Gobert, spinning and hitting.
And with Nikola and keep his percentage down, Nikola gets busy early.
Here's Terrence Shannon, who got the start tonight with the Sumo out. It's his first career playoff start. They keep doubling McDaniels and Randall. Mid-range shot no good by McDaniels. And rebound twice back in 2020. No team has done it 3 times. The Nuggets have a chance to do that if they can stay alive tonight. Shot clock down to 5. Murray on the fallback, no good, and Conley boards it.
McDaniels, obviously, one of the keys here.
We knew it would be problematic for Minnesota to score with all of those offensive pieces down, and they're doubling and tripling Randall. Conley misses a 3. 2.5 minutes in, Minnesota. Now you got Randall on Jokic, so he'll go to work. Randall very powerful, able to stay with him. Here's Brown. Missed the 3 off the side of the rim. Here's Shannon. They think he's really good with the ball in his hands. He gets fouled there by...
Against Rudy Gobert early. At the 3-point line, the contest is there, but it's one-on-one for Rudy, and Jokic just takes him down to the paint. You see his use of one of the great touch shooters of all time.
Coming off a triple-double in Game 5. He's now tied in terms of regular season and playoffs with Russell Westbrook.
Rudy Gobert is the primary defender, holding Nikola Jokic, who is one of the most efficient all-time basketball players in history, to just 33% field goal. Versus game that allows time and attention to go elsewhere for Minnesota, and that's a big deal.
Shannon gets Minnesota on the board with a pair of free throws. Jokic kicks to Brown, nails a 3. And that's a good skill during the regular season with his shot. But he also missed half the year due to injury. Randall on the spin. He hangs it, gets the bounce for his first.
Right, you think about his arrival in New York when he helps turn the program around initially before the acquisition of Jalen Brunson. He knows how to be a lead guy.
Murray with the left hand. Here's McDaniels. Randall driving again. Missed it the first time, but not the second.
Paint and play a little bully ball, play through the chest.
Johnson turns it over. Minnesota with a chance to take the lead. Shannon races past the defender and slams it down. Chris Finch told us before the game, he's an excellent driver. We just got to get the ball in his hands. Gobert forces a turnover. Conley, Shannon again on the drive. Count it. 10-7 Wolves. Missed the 3 that time. One and done for the Nuggets. Here's Shannon, who's Dosuma's replacement. Remember, Dosuma in the last game here had a career-high 43 points. Randall nails a 3.
that you have met far too many times, which with far too much at stake. There's a healthy level of distaste, and you love the cohesiveness of the start of this game for Minnesota.
Johnson gets the layup inside to N4. Last Saturday night ended with ejections. Both Randall and Jokic were kicked out after Jaden McDaniels scored a layup at the end of the game. Jokic didn't like it, thought it was unnecessary as Shannon misses, but got it back and has it blocked. Game 7 would be Saturday if Denver can win tonight. A foul here on Conley. Let's check in with George.
Guys, as you mentioned, the Wolves and Nuggets' disdain for each other is giving us a true rivalry. We've seen both teams trading barbs in the media with some physical dust-ups as well already. As Wolves head coach Chris Finch said, it's no, and the opponent certainly plays a part in it. Denver head coach David Adelman, he told us they believe the Wolves were built specifically to beat them. Christian Brown added to me that they'll have to bring it up. They expect to be a raucous environment. When I asked Chris Finch how would he characterize his team's feelings towards the Nuggets, he simply said there was definitely a different level of focus because who the opponent was, Dave.
But there have been other postseasons where that hasn't been the case. But they're certainly locked in tonight. A 4-point lead as they double Randall. Now Shannon from deep comes up short.
To say when he gets double on the post, I'm QBing. He's looking for his outlet. He's going to create shots.
And a mismatch down low. Murray on the catch. Mentioned third time in the last 4 years they've met in the playoffs. Denver won in 2023 en route to its first NBA championship. Minnesota had the largest Game 7 comeback win in playoff history to beat Denver in 2024. Conley with the push shot.
Those two-man game on the right-hand side of the floor by Conley and Gobert. And Mike ambidextrous, remember. He's either hand, and he's very efficient.
Aaron Gordon, who gave him 23 minutes in Game 4, but didn't play Game 3 or 5. He could play if there's a Game 7. Gobert.
This time just a little bit of a push in transition, and then on the opposite side, a little two-man with Conley and Gobert. Rudy, one of the outstanding screeners in the league, but there's Mike.
So he's getting a breather. Conley is now. Bones Highland, who was questionable on the injury report earlier today with a right ankle issue, but he's giving it a go. We will probably just see 8 players on the floor for Minnesota in this game. Jokic in and out on the 3% of the series from behind the arc. Naz Reid driving. Love for Gobert for the slam.
Minnesota going big with Naz Reid at the 3, Julius at the 4, and Rudy at the 5. You're essentially getting your best players on the floor, and you're going to probably try to do this as much as possible.
Jokic lost the ball. He wanted good defense by Gobert. Reid off the Gobert screen. Goes at Jokic. Flips it up and in. Timeout Denver.
It's his presence, but what a start. As Hardaway gets a look here from 3 in Kansas. But Minnesota, they've taken a fast break and 14 in the paint. What a start for them offensively.
Randall fouled. They're going to say on the floor. Team foul number 2. Game 6 again. That 3 by Hardaway. His first in Minnesota since Game 3. He was 0 for 6 in Game 4, and then back home went 1 for 3 on Monday night in Game 5. McDaniels mid-range got it, and
talk about an inspired effort out of the gates. Checking Bruce Brown, who's had a good series one-on-one. Slaps it out, eventually goes their way.
Bones Highland, the former Nugget, missed the layup, but he was fouled. Team foul number 3, but the next year was traded to the Clippers, but he's found a home here with the Wolves. Our upcoming playoff schedule brought to you by
for the Lakers in that one.
No Kevin Durant again for Game 6. Scored since he had the first 4 points of the game. Murray around the screen. Floats it up and in. Jamal Murray with his second.
Folks, the challenging defender was Rudy. He's got to get it up and over the top.
Reid on the drive. Count the basket and 1.
Since he arrived here, he's had to carve out a niche in any number of different roles, and he's found a way. Like the adaptability of some.
Man of the year 2 seasons ago. Only about 10 points per game here in the series. Cam Johnson hits a 3, and he's 3 for.
He's searched, it feels like, for a lot of this season. If they could get consistent shot making, that would be huge.
McDaniels trying to answer. Does! Inside 2 minutes to go. The winner of this series will play San Antonio in the conference semis. Minnesota's up 3-2. Trying to close out the Nuggets tonight. Hardaway's three off the mark, but a foul on McDaniel.